Dear students, once again I welcome you all to St. Joseph English Medium School. So, children, let us begin our today's session. My dear student, as soon as you purchase new book, what is the first thing you do? Well, you first put cover to the your book. And what is the purpose to do so? If I am not wrong, it is protection, right? So in this session, we are going to discuss about the protection in plants. In this session, we are going to talk about epidermis. Epi means above and dermis means skin. It is the protective layer of the plant body, as the skin is in human beings is the epidermis in the plant. It protects the entire body of the plant. So if you observe the outer surface of the leaf, stem, root, all these contains epidermal cells. To this you refer the activity 6.3. In activity 6.3 you can see the Rio leaf. If you take the plant of Rio and take a section of it, you will see the outer layer of the cells, and this is the epidermal cells. All this contain the epidermal cells. It is usually made up of single layer of cells, but in some plants found in very dry habitats like in desert plants, the epidermis is of several layer thick. And why is it so? Well, as this desert plant can't afford to lose much water. So the main function of the epidermis is the protection. In aerial parts of the plant, uh, often has a waxy coating, a waterproof or a what made up of chemical substance cutin, which is also called as cuticle, the outer surface that aids in the protection against water loss, mechanical injury, and invasion of parasites like fungi and bacteria. As their main function is to protect the cells of these tissues, forms continuous layers without intercellular space. They are relatively flat. Often their outer and side walls are thicker than the inner wall. If you observe the leaf, it contains many pores. Here and there, these pores are called stomata. Stomata are enclosed by two kidney-shaped cells called the guard cells. They are especially helpful in exchanging gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide with the atmosphere, as well as transpiration. So what is transpiration? It is a process of in which the functional part lose water, excess water in the form of water vapor. It is carried out by the stomata by closing and opening. But in roots of the plant, where the main function is absorption of water, these epidermal cells commonly bear a long hair-like parts that greatly increase the total absorptive surface area. Well, now tell me one thing, is the outer layer of the branch of a tree different from the outer layer of young stem? Of course, yes. As plants grow older, the outer protective tissue undergoes certain changes. A strip of secondary meristem replaces the epidermis of the stem to several layer thick cork or bark of the tree. These cork cells are dead and are compactly arranged without intercellular space. They contain a chemical called suberin in their walls that makes them preventive of any penetration of any gases penetrating into it, gases and water. Now let us have a quick recap of what we have learned in today's session. Today in this session we have discussed about the epidermal cells. So epidermal cells are the outermost layer of the entire plant body. They contain a waxy coating which is made up of cutin, also called as cuticle. Its main function is to protect from parasitic infections, mechanical injuries, protect from excess water loss. In the root region, it increases the total surface area for the better absorption of water. Lastly, we have studied that as the tree gets older, the outer layer of the trunk gets converted into a very hard sheet, and it is made out of dead cells called the cork cells. These cork cells are formed by the deposition of a chemical called suberin, and they are dead in nature. Now, if we talk about the cells, these cells are compactly arranged and they have no intercellular space, means there is no space between the cells. And this suberin is a water resistant and it is impervious to gaseous exchange and water loss.